Welcome from the Jeddah Street Circuit for what we hope is going to be a gripping spectacle of racing. It's time to get underway as we join the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So let's take a look at the topographical map of the Jeddah Street Circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today.
Alright guys, so here we have it, the first the Esports team event, the 10 teams in this, and we got Nulat in Red Bull on top, on pole for the start of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix right now. We got Noxy is going to be starting second, Noel starting third, Max will start fourth, Mike starting fifth, we got KGS there starting sixth, McLeod starts 7, Mitri starting 8, Darking starts 9, Finnick in 10th, Bossy 11, Hop starting 12, Swen starts 13, Foss will start 14, Black starting 15, Alien in 16, we got Inactive in 17, and Devo starting 18th on the grid. That's 5 laps off, guys. Here we go into the first lap here. Looks like Noxy gets a much better start off than Nulat. He's up into the lead already. Nulat down to second. Noel trying to fight for third place. We got a bit of chaos down in the back of the grid there because someone is falling way down the order. I think that's Nulat all the way down to 18th on the grid. Horrible start for the RPR Racing driver. And let's see what's going to happen as we get on through this here. McLeod up into third and trying to keep that position there. The RP pushing on through as much as he can. Marcus there running in fourth. Got Mike running in fifth. The BNL guys running fourth and fifth still in the session, and we got probably a full safety car going on through right about now with that incident in that where we had a Nulat involved with on the start of the race. Looks like Inactive is already out of the race session, unfortunately here, so I think it is a full safety car on. I'm trying to have a look at that here right about now if we can. Yep, it is a full safety car for that incident on the opening lap into even before we exit off sector 1, and already a full safety car in here for the session. So maybe not the best of starts for everyone here in the opening lap, but let's see how it's gonna go. And let's have a look at position changes very quickly if we can. So there are our position changes. Marcus, Mike, and KJS are the only drivers here. Oh, sorry, Blacks as well, that didn't actually change positions. So quite interesting to see. Noxy gained a position, Noel up a position, but Noxy gained the best one here. He got up into the lead very quickly, but he got a much better start off the line than the Red Bull. So yeah, I gotta give it to him for that. The McLeod there gained 4 positions off the start. Quite impressive so far. But yeah, opening lap of this race, and we got a safety car. It is a Jeddah Street Circuit, guys, so yeah, what can we say about that? Other than it, you know, it's unfortunate for Nulat. He's still actually running in the race. He's running on the back here. He's getting into the pit lane right about now. We got quite a few cars into the pit lane. Commotion going on in there. I'm expecting a lot of damage front wings there as well. Possibly is what's happening with all the pit stops right about now. But either way, we got the order as it is right about now. Let's switch that off. So at the moment, we got Noxy leading this Grand Prix. Noel there now running second for DET. So CPI driver leading the race. A DET driver currently in second. McLeod currently third. We got the BNL. Marcus there running fourth. KJS running in fifth. Finnick in sixth. Bossy 7. Hub in 8. Mitri 9. Fast in 10th. And Devo 11, Darking 12, Alien 13. I think they're all out to the pits. Mike 14, Swen in 15, Black 16, Nulat 17. Started on P1 and inactive out to the session. 18th on the grid. Might have been maybe the McLaren that caused the safety car or something. More did happen a bit along the back of the grid there, which we're not actually able to catch on stream. Apologies about that, but yeah, was quite an interesting race start here at the Jeddah Street Circuit for the first round of this 10 race event. We'll see how round 2 we're gonna go when we get around next week. But yeah, they're getting their foot in. They're getting. The question, most of these guys have raced with each other before, being a part of different teams as well. So it's gonna be interesting to see how well the rest of the race goes. We know the gap, of course, is gonna be so close to each other right about now, with everyone running so close on the safety car. It's going to be a hectic restart on this race when we do get this race back on the way after that safety car goes in, maybe into lap 3 or 4, so we're going to get restarted. We'll see what the case is going to be. At the moment, it doesn't look like we're getting restarted on the next lap because we're already into sector 3. The safety car is still running in front of Noxie here, pretty close enough. They're running pretty fast under the safety car here at JEDDAH as well, so quite impressive. Now, these street circuits, of course, often can be a bit of a challenge for a lot of drivers. And this, of course, being one of the newer circuits on the calendar, still is a bit difficult for a lot of drivers to get used to. At the moment, as it is, it's going pretty well. I'm gonna leave that for a second. Let me just double check, make sure everything is good on this end. All these guys seem to be fine so far. So as we're about to get restarted here, let's see how it's gonna go between the top two cars here. Noxie trying to get out into the lead already as Noah tries to keep up with him, going on that main straight into turn 1. Let's see how it goes. We got the Alpine and the Williams a bit challenging each other down in the back here for third place. McLeod down in fourth. Macas holding on to third position as we get on through. The Red Bull down behind there, and I think that's Finnick trying to get through, trying to hold his position right behind KJS at the moment, and holds it through at the moment. Going on through, we got very close gaps as we can see getting to the first part of this session. It's only a 10th out front. Actually, let's have a look what's happening with the race lead, which might change if Noxie can't hold that position there. Of course, no DRS advantage as yet, as we just got out of a safety car event. But let's see what's going to happen as Noel, of course, having some very good straight line speed, I would say, keeping up with the Alfa Romeo at the moment, and of course he's going to try to get into the lead as much as he can. It's going to be a bit difficult at this point on track, especially with so many drivers coming in the train behind him, so he has to be extremely careful, as you can see, maintaining his racing line, getting through. And he's trying to look for a gap. That's where he can get this done. As you can see, a trainer car is coming behind of him. It's going to be extremely difficult. He's still looking for the gap to push on through, and this might just lead to an overtake very soon if he continues like this. He's looking to go side by side with Noxie for this position. Noxie trying to defend as much as he can. Car placement, of course, very important at this point in the session. This is for the race lead, which, of course, we know Nulat lost on that opening lap. Of course, we know Noxie got a bit of a better start off the line, which helped him quite a bit, but then I think some contact with another car and with Nulat is what caused him to fall so far down the order. Either way, we're going through pretty well so far. After our first safety car event, we're back on it again. It's only a 10th between the top two right now, and they're still fighting for that top spot in this race here at the moment. Marcus and McLeod still holding on to third and fourth. We got KJS currently holding on to fifth, Finnick in sixth, Bossy 7, Debo up into 8 right now, trying to hold that position. Fast in 9th and Hop in 10. That's our top 10 rounding off. Swen a close 11th right now, as Nilak is already back up at the 12th on the grid. The Red Bull driver not giving up on this first opening race here on the calendar. He is going to be fighting for positions, trying to get our car back into the points right now, see where he can finish in this race, trying to make up ground as much as he can. It's only lap 5 of 25 as we get on through the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and we got Noxie holding his own out in front against the Haas driver there, who is pushing to get around the outside and try to run overtake, but he really doesn't have enough room to actually push through for this. Marcus here in the Alpine, he's keeping up as close as he can. He's going to try to squeeze himself in, and he does try to squeeze himself in, almost having contact with Noel there, and I think he holds it through. Now, I don't think any major contact happened, but I'm not sure. There might have been some wheel-to-wheel contact going through. There goes Williams. I gotta say, Marcus now gets through. McLeod holds himself up into P4 down in the back there, so the Alpine wasn't able to get through with this. But Marcus is up into the lead. DRS is now online. That's going to help quite a few drivers here, as we got the entire grid running in DRS advantage. The majority of the grid, I would say right about now. But the Williams getting that lead. He gets past both Noel and Noxie out into the lead. Noel, of course, gets out ahead of Noxie. He's up into second place now. Noxie now running third in the grid, as he was currently leading. Now holding on, or trying to hold on to third place if he can here. It's a bit of chaos out in front in terms of fighting for positions here. They're pushing as much as they can. McLeod here in P4. Let's see what he can do. The Alpine driver really trying to hold off the Ferrari behind of him and trying to keep up with the grid in front, so he's doing a pretty good job so far. 2/10 is what the gap is towards Noxie in front of him. Noxie not too happy with his performance right about now, losing 2 positions, of course, losing the race lead, which is the most important here at this point. The CPI driver going to be very disappointed about that, but he's going to try to fight his way through. As you can see, the Red Bull driver Nula in 12, still trying to push his way through down from the back of the grid there. Let's have a look what's happening, because KPR Hub is only a 10th behind. The Mercedes are fast, trying to get around right now. There goes the Aston Martin. He pushes through in the inside for the position. Looks like he gets it up. He's already up into 10th right now, fast losing a position. He's up into 9th. I bet on that, so he's holding on to that position. I think Bossy has gained or lost a position. Not sure what happened. Newlat follows on through. He's up into 10th right now. Just gained 2 positions in a matter of the last 30 seconds, I would say, as he's now side by side with the Aston Martin getting on through. Let's have a look what's happening from the Mercedes perspective. So fast running in P11, having a look at these two out in front, battling it out for P9. Newland holds that position, has a train of cars in front of him. There goes the Aston Martin, braking extensively, causing maybe a bit of a flat spot on the tires. So he's trying to push on through alongside that Red Bull. Let's see how well this is going to go. Go on board on the overhead cam right now. Have a look at this. Red Bull goes almost wide off track. Holds this on. I think he holds it on pretty well so far. Swen is going to be under pressure right now. Both Aston Martins trying to hold their positions 8 and 9, but the Red Bull is going to challenge him for this. This is going to get interesting as we get into rest of lap 7 of 25 getting through. Quite an exciting race session so far. As we said, 10 different teams competing here under this event held by Diversity Esports, and of course the best of the best drivers from each team are participating in this, so definitely an event worth watching. Red Bull still holding his position, P10 out in front of trying to keep an eye, see what's going on. Marcus still leads this race. Let's have a look, see what's happening. The Haas driver Noah there trying to get up into the lead, has been having a difficult time with this, battling Noxie on the previous few laps after the safety car went in. Now battling it off with a Williams in front of him. He's trying to push on the inside, not close enough. He's going to hold it back on the racing line, still holds it on true into second place, a bit ahead, about 6/10 ahead of Noxie right now. McLeod there still running P4. The Alpine driver just sitting tight at the moment and hoping to snatch a podium position before this race comes to an end. Let's see if he's going to be able to get this done or not, but so far it's going extremely well. Tires, let's have a look at tires. So someone just saw someone actually want to see what's going on with tires right now. Ferrari didn't actually bring that up, so we got bits of strategies between the mediums and the hards going on through this race session here. Let's keep it on going with that, and we'll switch it to the back of the grid, going back to the Mercedes of Fast right now. What's happening in front of him? Because we got Mike there in the Williams, I believe it is, trying to chase after a KPR hub in front. Nulat is up into 8th position in this race and fighting his way through. As you said, the Red Bull driver who started on pole lost that position, went all the way down to 18th on the grid before the end of the first lap, which resulted in a safety car. I think he might have taken a stop. Did he? No, he did not take a stop. So he's still, actually, I think he did take a stop. He's 6 laps on his tires, so he did take a stop on the opening lap, running on 1 lap pressure tires here. But the Red Bull driver pushing as much as he can. He is going to fight to get back up into the podium positions, if not the lead of this Grand Prix. Had the pace in qualifying, took that pole position on the final attempt at it. But I'm quite sure he's going to try and fight to get back to it as much as he can here. Getting through this race pretty well. Out in front, Marcus still trying to get into the lead. Let's have a look quickly what's happening with that there between the Haas and the Williams, as Marcus is trying to get back into the lead and having a heck of a time doing this. Noel, of course, we know he was challenging Noxie for quite a while, challenged Marcus for the lead. He got into the lead. He's now about to lose it again. If that Williams takes it on the inside, which he does, a bit of wheel to wheel almost having some contact here. And we got the Alfa Romeo coming behind us. Noxie trying to get back into play with this, and he wants to get back into the lead as well. Podium positions really don't even matter to these guys right about now. I think it's all about the race win, and they're going to fight for it as hard as they can. As you can see, the gap so close between the majority of these drivers. We're only separated by a few tenths for most of them, a few seconds for some of them, and that's the grid order as it is. We still got 17 drivers currently remaining after one driver the end of the race on the opening lap, which was a safety car. We still didn't get to catch that in time, but still, you know, we're still going pretty well in the race session. But yeah, definitely quite an exciting race from lap 1. Well, let's call it lap 2 to this point. Lap 1, not as good as some of these drivers might have expected it to go, especially Nulat there. Nulat, of course, trying to fight his way back up the grid, as we're trying to keep an eye on him as he's trying to get past Sven right now in the next Aston Martin. Might have a pretty good go on this lap here. He's trying to look for a gap already. The Red Bull has the pace around the street circuit here, and he's using every bit of it. He just went past the Aston Martin with such ease, and he's already up into 7th. He's fighting his way from the back of the grid and getting back out in front, and he's doing it so well at this point. There goes the Aston Martin trying to get back a position here. I don't think that actually worked out too well, so Sven has to hold his own in P8. Nulat is going to be challenging Debo, the next driver. It's a 4.1 second gap towards there though, so let's see how that's going to work out. Getting back out in front. Apologies if we haven't have everyone on stream. We're trying to keep it on the most balance that we can here. Let's have a look at McLeod here. As we said, we know he's in P4. Has been in P4 since the start of this race. Holding off that Ferrari behind of him, of course. As you can see, that's KJS coming there. Debo running in 6th, who, of course, is going to be under pressure from Nulat pretty soon in this race session here. The gap already down to 3.9 seconds. He's gained about 2:10 so far, pushing through as much as he can. So that's going to be something to look forward to in a few laps time. McLeod now trying for an overtake here. Is he going to be able to get it? He's pushing and so close to Noxie here. Noxie, of course, how worried is Noxie about that Alpine driver as he's trying to focus on Noel out in front of him, as we can have a great overhead shot of them pushing on through. The Ferrari losing some time here as he's trying to keep up. There goes the Alpine holding that racing line. He is not deviating from that at the moment, just trying to look for a gap as where he best can get through. There goes the Alpine on the inside. Is he going to be getting up onto a podium place here? He does get on through, so McLeod gets the overtake done after 10 laps. I mean, it's 10 laps, but he still did get it done. So McLeod up into the podium places now. It's P3 for him, getting into lap 11. Out in front, it's a 4:10 gap between Noel and Marcus, the Williams who leads this Grand Prix. I'm trying to see where our next battle is going to be. Back down here to Mike in the next Williams, running behind the Mercedes of Fast right now. Fast, of course, having some issues trying to keep this car ahead. Is he? Right behind, is he? Alien coming there, number 2.1 seconds behind, so not too worried, I guess, about what's happening on track. Let's have a look at Hub here. about half a second behind the McLaren right now. Have Blacks behind the Wimber Company, not too far off. So he needs to be a bit careful on his driving here as well to make sure he can keep that position. Looks like KJS gaining some time off Noxie out in front of the switch in just a bit to have a look at that and see what's happening. Got Blacks here running in 12, Finnick running just behind, Daking running in 14, Swen there in 15. Let's switch it on through Mitbjorn down to 17. Unfortunate to see that. There goes KJS, missed a bit on that overtake there. He's now up into, that's a 4 getting up into P4. Noxie is now down into 5th position. Remember, Noxie was previously leading this race as well at one point. The race state has changed quite a few times from the start up to this point here. Got majority of the cars getting into the pit lane right about now. Of course, we got even our race leader in, getting onto the hard tires now. Here's a strategy play. It's a one-stop strategy here at the JEDDAH Street Circuit, and they're all getting in at just about the same time. As you can see how the strategy is going to play out with this. Got just a few cars now running on those medium tires. Majority of the grid, of course, running on the hards. Now they're switching over. You can see the switchover happening now, going on to the mediums there. So it's a mix of mediums and hards to finish off this race session. We're just around the precipice of the halfway point of this Grand Prix right about now. Under another safety car, of course, fast out of the session. I'm just sure exactly what happened to him. I think he missed that again there. So unfortunate for that, but yeah, it's looking to be quite an exciting race session so far. We're going to see what the second half of this race has in store for us. The order as it is right now, after that pit stop, well, everyone basically got into the pits. The majority of them got into the pits there, if not on this lap, on the previous 2 laps. Marcus in the Williams currently leads this Grand Prix. Behind the safety car, of course. Noah running second for DT Esports. Then McLeod running third. KJS running fourth. Noxie running fifth. Newlot running sixth. Debo 7th. Minkin 8th. Alien 9th. Blacks in 10th. Swen 11th. Finnick in 12th. Daking 13th. Hop in 14th. Bossy 15th. Mitri running 16th. Fast and inactive out of the Grand Prix, unfortunately. And I think it's going to stay that way at least for now until we get the safety car out of the way and we can get back racing again to finish off the second half of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix here for the Diversity Esports team event, which of course this is round 1 of 10. I don't think I even remember what was round 2, but let me see if I can just get that up quickly, at least wherever the heck I have it. Alright, so 17th, Saudi Arabia. Our second race is going to be at France. So, yeah, that's another one to look forward to. Quite an interesting race session is going to be there. So, round 1, Saudi Arabia. Round 2 is going to be France. Then we got Imola coming up after that. Then we go to the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. Then we got Austria in Spielberg. Italy after that, round 6. Then Belgium here for round 7. That's Spa. Hungary there for 8. The United States, Austin, Texas is where we go to for round 9, and Brazil going to be round 10, and the final round here in the DT event that we have going on right now. That, of course, is the calendar. I don't think we added on the stream, so I just called it out, guys. So unfortunate about that there. Okay, so let's see where we're gonna go at the end of this race. We're waiting for the safety car to go in right about now. Let's have a look with Marcus on board with him out in front with the safety car waiting to get into sector 3 to see is the safety car going on this current lap. Can we get back to racing at the end of this? Oh, there we go. So safety car is going to come in at the end of this lap, and we are about to get back racing. So let's see what's going to happen as we get back into that session. Lap 13 of 25, of course. We're now heading, settling into the second half of this Grand Prix. Has gone quite exciting, at least for the first half of it. Let's see what's going to happen as everyone, as you can see, currently heating up the tires there as they get around the final turn to get this back going. The Haas and the Williams out in front. Who's going to hold their own into turn 1 as we get back racing again? The Alpine in P3. That's McLeod there trying to get up a better podium position if he can. As the Williams now heads out in front. Noel going to try to keep up with him going into turn 1. Let's see how this is going to go. We're back racing again here at the JEDDAH Street Circuit. And it's into turn 1. We got a quite an interesting situation. Noxie and the Ferrari side by side going through there, fighting for P4. Newlot up to 6th position already as he's going to get into this battle as well, trying to get himself back out in front. And of course the Red Bull driver is holding it. He has, of course, BNL Mike there in P7 challenging him for that position. Not sure how well that's going to go, but the Red Bull going to push on through. He's going to try to get up into the lead. You got McLeod trying to gain positions here. He's only a 10th behind Noel right now. Can this be an overtake in the making right now against the Haas driver who's held on to second place for so long in this race? Majority of the time spent there as we have the Alpine trying to go around the inside. Doesn't get a position up. He's right up to the rear of the Haas. Pushes through still. This might just lead to him getting ahead if he's just times it just right in terms of getting the overtake. Of course, this is a street circuit, not that easy to do an overtake on track here. You gotta be so careful that he's on the inside, side by side going through, gets out ahead, and that's McLeod up into second place. Got the yellow flag there in sectors 2 and 3. Something happened on track. Swen is out of the session. That's one of the Aston Martins out, and this might just lead to another safety car, which it does. Of course, at very tight circuit, much like Singapore, much like Monaco. So anything happening on track will lead to generally a safety car because cars will be blocking the track from the actual racing to happen. So we're gonna have to just wait for the other safety car to be finished, wait for them to actually clear that off. Let's see, is anyone gonna dive into the pits on this current safety car here? Third safety car of our race, I believe, so far as we're having. First safety car was on the opening lap of the race session. Okay, so but back onto this again. So let's see where we're at. 3 drivers lost from this race session so far that we have it here going on through. We still got 15 drivers here in the session to finish off the Grand Prix. Lap 16 of 25. We're getting past more to the halfway point of the race as we go on through this. Unfortunate for the safety car here, but we're gonna have to just wait until that's over before we can get back racing. It's having quite some exciting racing, I gotta say, with these guys from these different teams. Kind of why I love team events so much. It's always some exciting racing, some very, very close racing, as we can see, as each team, of course, is gonna put up their best drivers to go against each other for this. And yep, it's all for grabs for this. So let's see if can Marcus actually win this race. McLeod up into second, Noel running in third. So that's BNL Marcus. Is it IRS McLeod? I'm sure which team is he representing. Well, I'll know that better going into the second race either way. Noel there, of course, our first the Esports. That's the top 3 at the moment. KGS running 4th, Noxie in 5th. Nulat, as you said, he started P1. Lost that lead on the opening lap. Went down to 18. Fought his way back up to 6 now. Can he actually get his car on the podium? He has enough laps to actually pull this off, so let's see what's going to happen. Anything can happen in a session like this, so we're definitely looking forward to see what's going to be the case going on through here. I think we're about to get back racing, guys. I didn't pay attention to that. So the safety car has gone away right about now. There goes the safety car away as these guys come around the final turn right about now. So we got a Williams leading. We got an Alpine in second and a Haas in third. How does this restart go? Let's have a look on board with Noel here. Waiting for the Williams to go right about now as he's going to be the first to get off the line. No overtaking until they get across that line. As we got the Haas trying to challenge the Alpine into turn 1. This is going to get interesting. Can Noel get back into second place? He's trying to fight for it. The Ferrari coming behind. That's KGS Noxie in 5th. And Nulat, of course, in the Red Bull coming there in P6. Gonna try to keep up as much as they can. There's a half a second gap towards Marcus here. McLeod, of course, trying to hold off the Haas driver behind him and having a bit of a difficult time with that there. Let's have a look down further down the field right now with Noxie here trying to hold on to P5. Has some trouble with Nulat's, of course, coming behind him. I'm trying to keep on Nulat's here to see is he going to be able to fight his way back up to the front of the grid. Mike following on through with him just by a 10th right about now, so a pretty close gap there with him and the Williams. Can Mike actually get up into the lead here? We'll see what the case is going to be. Now down to about a 3-10 gap, which is what is out in front with the race leader and McLeod as well. McLeod, of course, really struggling to get past right now. I'm starting to lose a bit of time. I see from what's happening there right about now at the moment. Down to Devo here. It's only a 10th with him and Mike. Can he get an overtake done here? Let's get on board for a second, see what's happening with the Alpine and the Williams. The Alpine trying to get on the braking time actually at this point to keep this going on through. It's only a 2-10 gap. You can see a trainer car is coming on through here right now as BNL Mike tries to line himself up for a move on Nulat. Nulat, of course, focused on getting out in front of the grid right now, right where he started. So let's see how that's going to work out. Look at the map of the track on the right hand side of the screen there. They're all just clumped up because they're all running so close to each other on this race session here. 2 tenths out in front between the top 2 at the moment. Marcus and McLeod holding P1, P2. McLeod on the mediums, Marcus on the hards, and they're just holding those positions. Nothing's changing so far getting on through this race. Going down here, Finnick under pressure from the McLaren of Alien right now. It's a 3-10 gap towards Finnick out in front of him. Mercedes of Dakin coming behind. He's trying to hold up for P11, trying to fight to get ahead of it right now. It's only a 10. Can he actually get ahead? The lead might be changing out in front. It's only a 10 between McLeod and Marcus there. I'm trying to have a quick look at what's happening out in front for their race lead right about now. Marcus here under severe pressure right now from the Alpine of McLeod. McLeod trying to get ahead. He hasn't manages so far in the race session. He's fought his way up into second place, and he's now side by side with the Williams. Could this be the move he needs to get up into the lead and hold his way all the way through to the end of the race? Yeah, he does. I thought the Williams might have defended a bit more hard against that. They maybe try to block him off. Did not do it. So he's through. He's up into the lead of this Grand Prix. McLeod is now going to try, of course, and hold that through. Got the fast slap on that lap there as well. So he's flying through this one here right now. DRS is now online. Unfortunate for that. And he got ahead without DRS advantage here. So quite impressive on that. Marcus now on those hard tires, which of course we expect to be just a bit more off the pace than what McLeod has on his cars right now. So could this be a change in the order if those mediums start to go off maybe along lap 22, 23? Could Marcus have the advantage in terms of trying to get back into the lead? We'll see what the case is going to be. Okay, so DRS advantage, of course, online there right now. Let's see what's happening out in front. Missed a few seconds of racing there for just a bit there. Looking like McLeod is going to be able to hold this up, at least for now. We're into lap 20 of 25. Let's see what's going to happen for the remainder of this race session. But I gotta say, I'm quite impressed with the way the guys have raced through this race so far. It's been definitely an exciting session to watch. Qualifying was quite fun. I mean, the lap times were so close, all by a few hundred to a few thousandths of a second. That's how they were separated. We're talking about esports level with these guys here, or pro esports level, with the way that they've been racing as well. So the 18 drivers, we're down to 15. Some of the best drivers that we had on a team event here going on through. So let's see how they finish up the session and a bit of a season that they have going on. It's called a bit of a season because we got 10 races to work our way through. France is what we're heading to next week. So of course, look forward to that, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun getting through to that session as well as JEDDAH here. It's been quite an exciting race coming to lap 20. And I'm hoping to see when we're going to have one of our wet races for this season as well. Definitely going to be a lot of fun to see how the guys handle through a wet track. Now, which one of those track actually is going to be, but I'm having a feeling Spa's going to have some rain when you get around to it. I'm not sure, but it might just happen. Marcus there looking to make a move on the Alpine in front. Noel running a third. KJS about to lose his position. You see, we got two cars side by side here. That's Noel and KJS running side by side. Is it? No, Noxie in the middle of this. The Ferrari under severe pressure right now. See, Noxie getting the fastest lap. Switches to Devo now. Now we got a Ferrari down behind, up in young P. Sorry, where is the Ferrari running in P4? They're all there side by side. It's like three cars trying to fight for position at the same time. And Nunat, of course, just behind of this. He's trying to keep an eye to see what's happening. Definitely getting a bit crazy out in front here, but some exciting racing, which of course we want to see. And Noel at some point, Noel may hit the wall just a bit as he lost some time towards McLeod. But we're keeping it going. So Marcus and McLeod out in front. They're fighting for the lead of the race still here, ahead by 2.3 seconds from Noel, who has an entire train of cars to worry about. He has KJS behind, followed by Noxie, followed by Nula, followed by Mike, then Devo, Finnick only 1.5 seconds behind that. He spaced out just a bit, but still quite a few cars for him to worry about here. Can he hold on to P3? That's the final podium position, and he's having a very difficult time holding on to it right now. Noxie under pressure right now, putting pressure on the car in front of him. That is, of course, the Ferrari of KJS. I'm going to keep it on the overhead. Can't see what's happening. KJS trying to hold that position, but there we go, almost through it and trying to go wide again. Noel going side by side with the Ferrari right about now. Can the Ferrari take away second place? He's on the inside. Does he get the position up here? Let's see how this is going to go as they head down that straight. And looks like the Ferrari gets ahead. Noel is down to 5th. He's lost 2 positions in one go here. And there goes one of the Alpines just went off track. Got back on track. I'm not sure if that was an advantage gain there or not. Debo there in 5th now. Newland down in 6th. Let's see what's going to happen. It's a switch up in the order just behind here. What's happening at the moment is just sort out through what just happened. 3 tenths out in front still. Noel down to 6. Mike running in 5th now. Newland now 7. 3-second penalty goes towards Noel. And then, of course, Mike has a penalty. Alien has a penalty down there in P11 as well. It's Noxie here in P4. And KJS in the Ferrari gets up into P3, final podium position. And as we say this, guys, I just even know this. We're on lap 22 of 25. This race is coming to a quick end. And it's going to be interesting to see how they hold on to the top 4 drivers right now on the grid. We got Marcus leading. McLeod running a close second there. It's only a 2 tenths behind the race leader right now. KJS in P3 running 2.2 seconds behind those guys. Not going to be able to catch up, but could be able to hold on to a 3rd place podium finish here if he's able to keep Noxie behind. The Alpine here so close to that Williams. Marcus has another 3 laps, 3.5 laps or so to defend in this race. And it's 3 laps more to defend that race lead if he wants to keep it right now. The BNL driver pushing as much as he can, and BNL team might just be cheering him on as much as they can here right now, hoping for a race win for their team on the first race of the calendar here. Okay, so lap 23 of 25 into the final sector of this current lap is still a 2:10 gap between these two. Marcus is not giving up that lead under no circumstance right about now. McLeod is not giving up the chase. It's going to be a chase until the finish line, as far as you can see. They're trying to go side by side here. Alpine almost tries to go alongside him, pushes it on back to the racing line, doesn't want to take the chance. Are we going to stick it with these guys to the end? Let's switch on back to Noxie here. See what he's up to the moment. KJS holds on to P3 as we said. Noxie in P4. Mike in P5. Debo 6. Phoenix 7. Noel 8. Where is Nunot? He's all the way back down to 11th on the grid. Bit of a change in the order. Noel running 8. Mitri running 9. The DT guys running 8 and 9th on the grid. Still going to get some points here. Nulat on the Red Bull down to 11. Blacks 12, Bossy 13, Hub in 14, that being 15th in the Mercedes. His team Fast is out of the session, unfortunately. We're trying to keep this on through Alien and Mitri. What's happening with these two here? Mitri under pressure right now from the McLaren, who's chasing after him. Can he hold on to P9 through this lap? We're on lap 24 of 25, by the way, about to close off this Grand Prix very, very quickly. McLaren, of course, pushing as much as he can. Mitri holding off very well so far. It's only a 2:10 gap, but he's doing a pretty good job of defending his position right now. He's trying to keep that going as much as he can. 13 laps done on the McLaren's tires, 11 laps done on the Haas's tires for Mitri, and of course, it's the same set of tires that are running, both on the mediums right now. You can see the Haas trying to defend for life right about now. Out in front, the race lead under a threat there as we saw it go down. The gap went down to just about a 10th between them. Alien here under just about 600 of a second behind, trying to go side by side right now with the Haas driver. He's trying to go around the outside. Can he get the move done? at this point there. They're still side by side and going on through. Let's see who holds on to P9. The McLaren slots in back behind in P10 into the final lap here of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. This is going to be decided on the last lap. Who's going to get that position? Of course, penalties in play. Let's bring penalties online. Have a look at what's happening with that. 3 seconds for KJS. Going to be losing that position. 5 seconds for Mike. 11 for Devo. 3 seconds for Noel. 9 for Alien. Not going to be getting ahead of Mitwi here. 3 seconds for the Red Bull of Nulat, who started P1. Blanks there 3 seconds, and Hub with a 3-second penalty as well. It's a race to the finish line for the race win here between the top 2 drivers here, Marcus and McLeod. The Williams versus the Alpine. It's going to be top points here for the Williams driver and for the Williams team. Of course, that's going to be for BNL Esports here. They're going to have, of course, the most points out of this as far as we can see. I think even with Mike, they're losing some positions. How much positions is he going to lose? I'm not sure as yet. But both Williams running pretty high up in the order. So they're looking at some pretty decent points. The Alpine, McLeod, and Debo. Debo has 11 seconds of penalties. That's going to affect things here. So that, of course, we're looking at as the constructors or team points. We'll see how this is going to work out. This is going to get quite interesting with these two going side by side to the line here. And there goes McLeod on the final sector. It's a wheel-to-wheel finish for them as McLeod gets ahead of the Williams and wins the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Marcus finishes a disappointing second here on the podium. Noxie finishing third. That's a finish we didn't expect to see happening on the final lap there. McLeod held that second place position for quite a number of laps. Went wheel to wheel with Marcus to the finish line and got ahead just before they made it there. So the straight line speed of the Alpine worked out pretty well. Might have saved up quite a bit of ERS to pull that off, but worked like a charm for him. McLeod finishing on pole. Marcus has setting for second. Noxie finishing third. KJS finishing fourth. Finnick in fifth. Mike currently 6th. Noel 7th. And we'll have a look at the order just once more when that comes back online. But man, what a finish to the first race on the calendar here. Saudi Arabian Grand Prix doesn't disappoint. Alien, of course, getting driver of the day for SBS Esports. That is definitely a finish I didn't even see coming, but quite an interesting one. And I gotta say, congrats to the Alpine driver on that one. Final few feet to the finish line and takes a win here for the first race. So there we have it, guys, the Diversity Esports team event here, the first race on the calendar for here at the Jeddah Street Circuit for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. On the final lap, just seconds before getting across the line is where McLeod gets past the Williams to take a win here at Jeddah. So McLeod on pole for this, finishes P1, Marcus taking second place, Noxie finishes third, we got Cages finishing fourth, we got Finnick finishing in fifth. Then we got Mike there finishing 6th, Noel finishes 7th, Mitwi in 8th, we got Debo finishing 9th, then we got Nuat finishing in 10th, we got Alien finishing 11th, we got Blacks finishing 12th, Bossy 13, Darking 14, 15 for Hub, Swen in 6th, nothing Swen got to finish the race session either way. Fast and Inactive didn't get to finish, unfortunately there. But yeah, definitely quite an interesting race session. That was a lot of fun to watch. Thanks guys for having me on for the commentary for this race, and to the 10 teams competing, good luck for the rest of the 9 races we have remaining, and I definitely look forward to see what we're gonna have coming on next. Remember guys, the race was multi-streamed on 2 Twitch channels there, so of course still will be available to watch afterwards. And yeah, let's see what's gonna happen going to the other races. We're gonna have the results of this race, of course. We're going to be up on the next stream next week when we get to France, so I'll see you guys then. Thanks to everyone who joined us here live on the stream to watch this race on the Evolutions Online Racing channel. Make sure you guys follow them, and yes, tap the channel out. And of course, was live on my channel as well, IG8Live Esports. Do check it out. Have a good evening everyone, and I'll see you guys when we have our next stream next week.